Hey guys, welcome back to the second part of this tutorial on how to link your CSS to your HTML or your HTML to your CSS, whichever way you would like to say it. So as already shown, I've shown you how you can use the style tags, how you can use the style attribute value within your paragraph text or whatever like that. And the final way, which is going to be the main way that we're actually going to be using it, because again, let's say you have hundreds and hundreds of different selectors within your main HTML document. Again, it's going to look a bit cluttered, a little bit messy, and it's just going to be overall a bit of a mess to read. So the other way you can do this is by completely separating your HTML from your CSS. Now this is going to be the main way that we do it. So I want to make a new document over here, and I want to call this styles.css. I want to save the document. And I want to save it in the same location or in the same directory as I save my HTML documents. So I've got styles.css, save it, and all I'm going to simply do is copy across all of this code into here. And now what I've done is separated my HTML from my CSS. But, you know, if we want to now go to your test.html, suddenly it's not actually doing anything because we've not actually linked it. Therefore, we have to put in a small snippet of code in order to actually link your HTML to your CSS. In your head tags, do this. So you type in link type is equal to text/CSS rel, which is going to be equal to your style sheets, and finally href, which is going to be the URL or the location of where your CSS is going to be kept. So if you see here, styles.css is going to be kept directly on my desktop. So I've got styles.css down here. And therefore, all I'm going to be putting is in inverted commas, or in speech marks even, styles.css, and close off that tag. Since there's no information going to be within it, this is now considered to be a self-closing tag, and therefore you don't have to put in a closing tag directly. Save the document and go back to your HTML page. And suddenly, since it's been linked, now all the stylings have been reapplied to the HTML document as seen before. So there are, to recap, there are three different ways you can do it. So the first way is either using p_style is equal to whatever you want in here. The other way of doing it is by creating style tags and then putting your CSS within these two braces here. And the third way of doing this is by putting in the link, the CSS link in the actual header of your file. So it's going to be link type is equal to CSS or text/CSS, rel is equal to style sheet, and href is equal to styles.css. Now, this file you can obviously name whatever you want, and if you are going to be putting it into a different directory, make sure you give the full directory path to get to the specific CSS folder that you want to use, or to the CSS file that you want to use. Okay, thank you very much for watching. This is Carl from carlsapti.com.